to today's Los Angeles Galaxy post-game press conference. This time I'd like to introduce the head coach for the Los Angeles Galaxy, Ruud Gullit. Coach, we can begin first with your overall thoughts on today's match and your team's performance.
I think that my team played well. I think that we battled for everything. I think we were really unfortunate today. First goal, what I heard of Klein, he was blocked by the referee, couldn't interfere. Second goal, he slipped, and therefore it was freeway for them. So that's already unfortunate. I think that despite that, I think the team fought back. I think they really battled for it, and I think it's incredible, bad, but that you lose this game also in the last minutes while you fought so well. So a big compliment to the team. I think they did everything to get a good result out of there. And unfortunately it didn't happen.
Yes, Domingo Casañas from American Chronicle. This question is for...
Oh, sorry, we're not taking questions yet.
No question?
Not yet.
All right,
we're going to finish with some opening comments. So, this time I'd like to introduce Los Angeles Galaxy midfielder David Beckham. David, if we could begin with your thoughts on today's match and the team's performance.
Good afternoon. Yeah, it was disappointing to lose it right at the end. But I think what we can take from today's game, even though we lost, it was 100% better than the last game that we played. At least we showed some fight, we showed some character, even when we went 2-0 down. We fought back. So, that's what we need to take from this game. But I think it's always disappointing when you lose any game, especially when you lose it in the last couple of minutes, when you've worked so hard to get yourself back into it. But, sometimes, when you're not playing well and you don't get the luck in games, these things happen. It's just about battling through it and getting ourselves through it as a club and as a team, and we'll do that. But we're disappointed with the loss.
Thank you, David. At this time, we're going to begin with questions for head coach Ruud Gullit. We'll take questions for him, then follow up with questions for David. So we'll begin.
Coach, Eduardo Dominguez didn't play at all today. I was hoping to talk about him and also your problems on the defensive side of the ball.
I think that Dominguez comes back from a break, in Argentina. So I think that it was too quick for him to come in. Like I said, today, I think it was just unfortunate that what happened. It was not because you have been totally outplayed. Like Klein said to me, the moment he wanted to interfere, he was blocked by the referee, and he couldn't do anything anymore. The second one, he slipped. So it's just an unfortunate, that it happened. And despite that, I think that my team did well. I cannot blame them anything. They fought for it. They played good football. We created a lot of chances, also in the first half, even when we were 2-0 down. Then we hit also the crossbar, and at that moment I thought, nah, this, it's jinxed. Something, that something doesn't want it to happen. And the good thing was David put a good ball in there, and then we scored a goal. And I think that we fought for it. I think that we did everything to get a good result, and I think that we deserved a lot better than we did. But it was an unfortunate day.
Take the next question for Coach. Yes, John.
The problem now becomes that you're sinking slowly in the table. I mean, what do you have to do to make a run to get a good position for playoffs?
The thing is, like I said, I can't blame anything. I can only blame myself. That I don't get a result. I think the team did everything well, and you take full responsibility for this. I can't. There's nothing to blame. It is nothing to say. I think that the team was excellent, and it's just one of these days, and that the luck is not on your side.
Yeah, Coach, San Jose is doing its part to kind of bring up the quality of play, and they're a bottom-of-the-table team. How would you say that they've come along?
I think they're much better than they were, of course, and so therefore we knew that also. I think that we played an excellent game against them. We played away from home, and I think that we did everything to try to get a good result out of them. So we put them, they were playing the counter-attack after a while, especially second half. So I think we did excellent. I think, of course, they were just fortunate than we were, and sometimes, it's like that. But I don't think that we can blame. You can't blame the tactics, everything. We changed it also in the last 15 minutes. From the moment that we changed it immediately, 3 in the back, we scored immediately a goal. So it was unbelievable that we. So we did well.
Any further questions for Coach?
that they got a deserved goal. And then a bit of a mishap from Klein, and they got the second goal. I thought our attitude in the second half was great. And then a little unlucky at the end, not to at least get a point.
Thank you. This time we're going to take questions. We'll begin with questions for David. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Beckham, I know that you're well known for your great passing skills and all, but today, around the 17th minute of the game, you had an excellent opportunity to go one-on-one against the Earthquakes goalkeeper. Do you feel sometimes obligated to just have to pass instead of at times taking that opportunity when it comes to you?
No, I do what I see. And I saw Alan Gordon in the middle with a better opportunity than me to score. I tried to find him, it just wasn't a good pass, so that's what happened.
Okay, next question. Jonathan.
David, Darren Huckabee said that you and he don't exactly run the same circles, but you do know each other. What do you, knowing what you know of him, what do you think he's capable of in this league, and what were you impressed by his play today?
Well, of course he's capable of scoring goals. You know, he's done that all the way through his career. He's a quick player, you know, and when he's got confidence, like he has at the moment, you know, he scores goals and he causes any team, you know, problems. So I've seen that in the past when I played for Manchester United and he was at Coventry. So yeah, he's a player that can bring a lot to obviously this team and also to the league, because he's a player with quality, and you'll see him score goals.
Any further questions for David? Yes.
In your last game against San Jose, you guys handled them pretty easily, 3-0. What was the difference today?
I think that obviously they've brought some new players in. You know, their confidence is a lot higher than it was when we played them last, and ours is maybe slightly lower than it was when we played them last. So yeah, I think that's all it can be down to, really. You know, they played well on the day, and we also played a lot better than we did last game. So it's literally down to who scores more goals on the day, and today it was them, you know, unfortunately. But you know, like I said before, what we can take from this game is the fact that we showed some character. At least showed that from the last game, and the last disappointing and embarrassing game that we played. So we've got to take that into the next game. You know, we've got 10 days now till we play Chivas, but Chivas game now becomes a must-win game for us. We need to get back winning. You know, I know I'm fed up, and all the other players are fed up of not winning games, drawing games and losing games. So we need to turn it around quickly.